Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek, use my last name, code Hodge at checkout on SeatGeek and actually get $20 off your tickets. Now this is good for any show, absolutely any event. This is for first time orders, however, so if you used SeatGeek before, just make a new account, new email, and you can actually still use the code and get $20 off your tickets. Just code Hodge on SeatGeek. Alright, with the promoting out of the way, it is now time to jump into this episode with the first news story of the day. So the first news story of the day is going to be about Logan Paul. So Logan Paul is injured, as many of us know if we watched the Crown Jewel pay-per-view over in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I didn't really see too much wrong in the match. Something apparently went horribly wrong because the guy is severely, and I mean severely injured. Like he tore his ACL, I think his MCL or something, possibly his meniscus and all this, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's gonna have to have surgery. Like he's gonna be out for like 9 months. He won't be able to hardly even walk for like 9 months, but apparently it's not as bad as originally thought, so that's wonderful news. So he posted on his social media that he's actually doing rehab right now, so that lead us to believe maybe, just maybe, he won't have to have surgery after all, which takes a lot of the healing and sitting out on the bench kind of wait times really brings them down. I mean, it's still going to be probably months, but the guy is rehabbing the injury right now, and it doesn't look like he may not have to have surgery. So that's definitely good news about Logan Paul's recovery and his journey back to the ring after this really weird and crazy injury at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. All right, the next story. So the next story is about WWE filing a trademark. So they do this all the time. I don't want to say backstage, but at the corporate office, they file a lot of trademarks because WWE, they like to own everything that they use, all the pay-per-view names, all the names of the wrestlers, all that kind of thing. They like to own it. They like to copy, trademark it, copyright, whatever the terminology. Basically, they filed for a brand new trademark for a new term. It looks like it made a name for a tournament at least, if not a show of its own. So it's actually, they've trademarked the term Queen of the Ring. So it's like King of the Ring, but you know, it's Queen of the Ring. So they've done this tournament in the past. It looks like they'll be going forward with it again this year, but they've actually filed a trademark for it, like just now. So they'll actually own that term, Queen of the Ring. So if you were like trying to start a business or trying to do some kind of show or something called Queen of the Ring, you can't do that anymore because now WWE officially own that. But that's going to kind of lead us into our next section of this video, which is a little bit of a juicy section, if you will. So ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. So go and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor of the day is going to be about the King of the Ring tournament. See what kind of led in from there from the Queen of the Ring thing. So it looks like for 2023, things might be a little bit different. So they're doing King of the Ring. They didn't have to trademark that. They already own that. But basically, the King of the Ring tournament is returning. We know for 2023, but it may not just be a tournament. It may not just be a random tournament on a random episode of Raw or SmackDown. It's actually going to be a little interesting because they're actually making this a premium live event. They're actually making this a pay-per-view, if you will. So yeah, the King of the Ring pay-per-view will be happening in 2023. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. It's just not some tournament on just to make a normal episode of Raw or SmackDown a little more exciting. It's actually going to be a full-on pay-per-view. Now, there's rumors, I don't know if they're true, there's rumors that Triple H has canceled Hell in a Cell and he's canceled Money in the Bank because he doesn't like those gimmicky shows. So that's not happening, but apparently the King of the Ring pay-per-view will be happening. But my point here is if they're not doing Hell in a Cell and they're not doing Money in the Bank, they have to have things to replace them. So maybe King of the Ring is one of those things to replace it, and maybe that'll happen in whenever those pay-per-views normally happen, like June, July, something? I don't know. They always flip-flop. It used to always be in July and October, but now I couldn't even tell you what month, like Money in the Bank and Hell in a Cell supposed to, because they keep changing it every year. But I feel like for 2023, there's going to be a big shift in what pay-per-views are happening, and it's going to be kind of unpredictable, but nonetheless, we know King of the Ring will definitely be one. Alright, the next rumor is going to be about Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt is now back in the WWE. Hopefully everyone's caught up to speed now. He's slowly progressing on this new kind of gimmick he's doing. I couldn't tell you what's happening. I have no idea. Like, I was thinking, like, yeah, Bray Wyatt's going to come back. He's going to be the Fiend. They're going to have the whole thing. But then I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's not going to do that, is he? He's going to do something new because he always likes to evolve. He always likes to change. He never likes to do the same thing or keep it going for too long. The Fiend, came out in what, like 2019 or something like that? So he's been around for a while, so maybe that's a little too old. He's going to try do something new. And obviously, that's what he's doing. He's trying to do something new. I really like it so far. I just don't think we have the full pledge, like what's happening We don't really know. I think there's a lot of questions, not a lot of answers about what this new gimmick is. And maybe it's a faction, maybe the new things are happening. So basically, there's a few names Bray Wyatt has suggested to Triple H that he wants him to bring back to be a part of what he's doing on television right now, if it's a faction or just some kind of group or something, whatever Bray Wyatt has planned. Basically, the two names he asked Triple H to bring back are actually, and this couldn't be a big surprise, it's actually Eric Rowan. He wants Eric Rowan back, part of the Wyatt family, and obviously Braun's there. Luke Harper, if you don't know for some reason, he has passed away like a few years. Has it been a few years already? It doesn't feel like that long, but I guess it has been, which that's still shocking me. I still can't believe that. But nonetheless, obviously, Bray Wyatt does want Eric Rowan back if they're going to do some kind of faction or some kind of group. Another name Bray Wyatt wants actually back is his brother, and they've actually never worked together on screen, to my knowledge. It's actually Bo Dallas, so he wants Bo Dallas back. He doesn't want the whole believe thing back. He wants something more serious. He does think he's a good talent and wants him back in the WWE. So those are two names that Bray Wyatt reportedly has asked Triple H to bring back, and I would absolutely love that. I'm sure he will do it. I just don't know where things are going with Bray Wyatt. Things are slowly progressing, and I guess on SmackDown we'll get a little more of a clue about what the hell's going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final news story. This is the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. This is but none other than Survivor Series WarGames, the very next WWE pay-per-view happening actually this month, only a few weeks away. If you do not know, I will be there, your King of Vlogstyle. I'll be there doing the King of Vlogstyle thing. I'll be vlogging up there in Boston. I'm actually driving from Tennessee all the way up there for this show. I'm going to be in town for like 2 days up there. It's going to be like a very chaotic, wonderful trip. I love chaos. I love doing crazy things like that. But nonetheless, I'll be giving you guys the experience of being there through the lens of this camera like I always do for my vlogs. Just want to promote that because the vlogs are like the most popular series on this entire channel. But nonetheless, this year's Survivor Series is a little more exciting. It's actually WarGames. If you don't know what WarGames is, it's 2 wrestling rings, both surrounded by a steel cage. We're doing a 5-on-5 matches, 2 matches, a men's and a women's match. And it's just gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be exciting. I've been saying for a very long time, Survivor Series, it needs something. It needs to be elevated a little more, something to make it a little more exciting. I think Triple H has found that something that it needs. But basically, Survivor Series WarGames this year is gonna be absolutely insane. It's gonna be crazy. And apparently, this is a rumor going around right now, is they're gonna be doing something like crazy and insane. We already knew that, but something like really, really crazy, because apparently WWE, they really want something new for their video packages. Like, you know, when they do these crazy video packages, these crazy things happening in the past few years, the main thing that pops out in my mind is, you know, you get Shane McMahon jumping off the top of the Hell in a Cell into Undertaker, right? That was a big thing they used for a lot, and I mean a lot of video packages. So they kind of want something similar to kind of use in a lot of video packages, something more updated. So someone's going to do something crazy. Someone's going to jump off the top of the thing or something where we're going to have a wide shot and it's just like this dramatic, crazy deal. So yeah, some kind of crazy stunt or something that shouldn't be done, but it's going to be done for the sake of entertainment, will be happening at WarGames, and be using it for video packages going forward because they want something really big. And they want something, they want to make a big splash with WarGames. So this is the first time it's ever been on the main roster of WWE. So they really want to make this a very big deal. It's going to be a giant show, but apparently there's some kind of crazy stunt, madness stuff that's happening that shouldn't be happening just for the sake of our entertainment. It's happening, but that's just a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. It could be true, could not be true. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. So there, guys, that's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.